Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Sagittarius. If Sagittarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. And so this is a bonus Sagittarius reading. And this will be coming out on a Saturday. So you also have your regular Sagittarius reading. And you can see the schedule there in the community post section. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing so. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. And it is free to subscribe. It is, it is free, definitely. So I could hear you coming from a mile away. Hello. Okay, I gotta look at this though. Gotta keep your head down. Come over here. Come on. Okay, come on. Little teacher. Okay. And so our card for this reading is the Four of Wands, and this is about completion. And now I'm using cards from the Del Toro deck, but I do kind of stick to the Thoth meanings. Okay. Well, hi. You're being very friendly, little T. Must be getting close to sleeping time. All right, so the first thing I see over here is a little dragon, okay? And it's kind of on top of it looks like a horse who is kind of galloping. And so we have these two really strong energies. The horse is really quite valiant, right? Quick and clever and powerful and energetic. And the dragon is beautiful and loyal and devoted to protecting and prone to anger, right? Kind of those fiery, passionate outbursts. And so I see kind of a coupling of, two not very dissimilar energies. And I think that this is kind of it could be a relationship that you're in. It could be a relationship you've had. It could be a relationship with yourself, really. But I see that this match really is something that motivates you, or has motivated you. And something that, when you're in this configuration, I feel that there's a lot of intensity. But I think it's, there's a sweetness about this love, a devotion, okay? And I feel like this is something very close to the love of the beloved, the love of the divine, okay? And I think that this is, as close as it kind of gets for a lot of people in an earthly existence, right? If it is a union, like I said, if it's a union with somebody else, if it is a relationship that did not work out, It's, a lot of times that's true. Our most intense, almost holy, almost holy spiritual relationships, they are not meant for this life, right? They are almost impossible to keep going domestically, to, kind of survive the tedium of the day, the days, right? So, but this also really, I feel, could be a lot about radical self-love and, really activating and potentializing these archetypes within self. I feel like when I see the dragon in somebody's interior makeup, this is often somebody who felt like they weren't protected, or maybe there was like some bullying going on when they were a kid, or there were things going on in their life that made them feel unsafe. It could have been environmental, it could have been within the family, whatever it was. And these circumstances lead us often to have this configuration of, having to protect ourselves, to be super devoted to our own safety, almost to a place of vigilance. And when that is, when that is tried by somebody, when somebody pushes up against that, or some situation, there is that movement into anger, and that can be all-consuming. Okay. With the horse too, I feel like there is a sense of fleeing, fleeing, I should say, not fleeting, fleeing a situation, getting out of there. Now, maybe this is the best outcome. Okay. I think that it's not always a terrible thing to know when you need to disengage. Okay. I think that sometimes, some of us, I know I am like this, as soon as I even get a hint of things getting weird, or like bad weird, not cool weird, or uncomfortable, or, just not my vibe, I'm out of there. I don't like it. I don't want to hang out in, a situation that makes me feel, unsafe, or just, uncomfortable in some way. So I understand these, and I see them, and I'm like, okay, I definitely know what that's. Now I wonder if there is a situation coming up where, this is really highlighted for some reason. I look over here, and it looks like we have a scorpion. Okay. And you can see the tail. So if this is a Scorpio person, or if this is a person with the attributes of a scorpion, somebody who just, I don't know, they're full of poison, I guess. I won't say, I love scorpions, and I love Scorpios as well. But, I think when it comes up like this, and it looks like it's on the hunt here, and I can see, like getting away from that thing. I wonder if this is somebody who just really is pushing your buttons, and is overstepping, is getting in the mix where they are not welcome, right? And just doesn't have anything nice to say. Their actions are not of somebody who cares for you, of somebody who, is devoted to you as a family member, a friend, a colleague, some kind of more, just a little bit more than an acquaintance. But yeah, they just seem like there's somebody who's kind of lurking a bit. And, you know, I don't know. I can see that maybe this is it. Now, interestingly, we have the scales up here. It seems like a very prominent stand, but we have the scales. So maybe a Libra person. Now, this person seems like they are, you know, somebody closer to your situation, to your life, to your, you know, sacred space. And I think this is somebody who is very protective over you. This is somebody who, you know, you trust. And I think this is somebody who's also fair. Okay. I think that they're good at looking at a situation and kind of weighing out, you know, what is realistic, what is kind of, you know, blown out of proportion, and, you know, what is a reasonable course of action. Okay. And I think this is a person that you can definitely talk to, and they kind of bring you back down to earth. They get you grounded once more. So I think it's important to, you know, rely on whoever they don't have to necessarily be a Libra or a solar Libra, but just have the ability, right? The attributes of a level-headed Libra person. So, let's see, what else do we have going on? Okay, TT, you're going to fall right off of me. You got to get going, girl. I know. I will be back soon to put you to bed. Go on. I love you. Goodbye. Okay, so what else? Now we have somebody right here. And it looks like, and I imagine this person, and we have a face over here, and it looks kind of really pretty, like a beautiful person. So I feel like, I almost wonder if this is like your sister or a good friend. And I feel like they're almost coming to get you, like you're doing like housework or chores, or, you know, just really, really involved in the work that you do. And that's where you're focused, and that's kind of where you really dig right in. And it's also distractive for you. Okay. And I almost wonder, you know, like, is this person coming around to kind of pull you out of that place, out of that comfort zone? Now, we are in Sagittarius season. So maybe, you know, this is like, oh, they've been coming around to kind of get you to go celebrate yourself, right? Celebrate your birthday. And, or just, you know, the season that we're in. There are a lot of different reasons to be celebrating things. So, you know, I think that it might be with, you know, within your, it might really assist you. Let's say this. It might really be of assistance to you to go out, go do something, go see a movie, go, you know, I don't know. What do people do? Go to the mall? I don't know. That doesn't sound like fun, but, maybe, you know, whatever, go to a bookstore, go swimming somewhere, go, you know, whatever, go to dinner, go to a club. Somebody told me on I was like, hey, are there still clubs out there? I live in a cornfield. Do people still do that? Yeah, I guess they do. So somebody in my comments said, I won't say their name, but one of my lovely Virgo people that I adore, said, yes, they do. Yes. Not all of us are as boring as you, Lenor. Yes. No. So maybe going out and doing something fun, okay? Now we also have a bird who is meeting this beautiful flower, and really it is the nectar of life. And I think that, you know, just with a little bit of distractive, you know, being a little distracted, you know, just letting some of these energies go, not holding on to, you know, whatever that scorpion person. I almost like, I hate to say this, but I think the perfect example of this energy is, and listen, there are a lot of wonderful mother-in-laws. You might be a mother-in-law. That is wonderful. But there are some, and it's the cliche of like that mother-in-law that just, you know, has that poison. And so, you know, it's kind of this energy, you know. I don't think it's like totally out to get you, but definitely not making things easier for you, okay? So, yes, getting out, escaping your kind of circle of thoughts about this. And I see a person running right here, you know, kind of running this way. So, and then we have that flower, right? And then the beautiful essence of life, the sweetness. No. You're going to knock everything over, Missy. And so, let's see. Let's get over to this other. Come on. You can come up here. Come on. Oh, careful. Come on. Just walk over here. I'm not going to pull you because you're going to pull my whole tablecloth. There you go. Thank you. All right. So, let's look over here. And we have a heart. And we have a person walking. And I think this is really like a contemplative thing. You know, and I really think that, oh my goodness, it feels like I think just at the core of it, there's just a sense of, you know, of just being alone in this thing. But I feel like, you know, nobody can tell you, hey, you're not alone. There are plenty of us who are surrounded by people, we feel lonely. We're in wonderful relationships with people, we feel very lonely. You know, and I don't know what it is. It's the human condition, I think, in some ways. But, you know, I think that the thing, you know, and you might say, okay, Lenore, this is ridiculous a little bit, but I think the thing is really like, and I'm not saying that, oh, if you love yourself first, that's, you know, how you find love, or that's when you're ready to love. I mean, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But what I do think is that we can be very lonely, right? And no matter what the situation is or circumstances, how blessed we are with other people, family, whatever, or if we have, you know, nobody, we have to cultivate an interior relationship with something, okay? If whatever you call that, if it's God, if it's spirit, if it is the divine, if it is, you know, some kind of, you know, scientific or mathematical understanding, Neoplatonic, whatever, you know, whatever it is, deities, intelligences, ancestors, elders, guardian angels, daemons, you know, the aspects of self, whatever it is, you know, all of this. It could be all of them or none of them. I don't know. But we have to find something in there, okay, in our interior. We have to learn how to create the world we want, the relationships we want. Because no matter how good we have them, or if we don't have any at all, if we are incapable of at least conceiving of something, it's not just gonna show up, in our lap or in our hands, in a basket being handed to us. It doesn't work that way. And even if it does, I don't know how can we do anything with that, if we haven't cultivated space for it, if we haven't created a space for that. So I think the work here is, to spend some time with yourself. Not just thinking about what do I want, because you already know. But you need to start to listen to yourself. To find that voice inside of yourself. Beyond what we think we should do, what we think other people want us to do, our responsibilities, our social and cultural expectations, and so on, these conditioned things. And I'm not saying abandon them all. That's not what I mean. But we need to learn how to look deeper for what we really want. What is our true motivator? And it can be so different from person to person. So there's not any one or prescribed answer. You can read all of the books. You can listen to, all of the people, all of the, great thinkers and holy people and whatever. And those are good places to get ideas, but that doesn't speak to you. You as a divine individual, a divine being. You must find that for yourself. And that's, and that's the work, and it's hard. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And all these other things, they still happen. There are still frustrations and, hard relationships and poor decision making and things that we do to numb the pain of life, all that's still going to happen. But when we build this interior place, this relationship, this understanding, this thing that is alive, this love, that's so meaningful. It makes everything else more bearable. It makes the sweetness of life even sweeter. Those moments where it kind of just clicks, when there's something more than just, what we feel like, oh, it's just all this stuff around. When there's something more, it just feels, that's where the awe begins. Okay. So, there's that heart. Okay, so we're going to look at the Cincy Child affirmation cards. And it says, I am abundance on this side, on all of them. And I'm going to go flip through. I'm going to stop where it feels right. We're going to turn it over and see. It says, I am positive energy, and energy flows freely. Energy flows freely through me. Yes, I like it. I'll take a little issue about the positive. All energy, right? But yes, the positive energy as well. Everything flows freely through you. It does. It does, it does, it does. All right, Sagittarius, thank you for watching this bonus video. I appreciate you so much, and it is an honor to be able to bring you these messages. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. It is free to subscribe. When you do, you hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. Other than that, if you want to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. They mean so much to me. In the, community post section, there's a post for people who have channels, little small businesses and services. If you want to go over there and advertise whatever you do, if you're like another reader or I don't know, there's so many different things on there. The list is getting longer. Also, if you're just looking for other things to look at, other channels or some kind of service, go and look. You might find something really interesting. What was the one I saw? You'll have to go look. It was like a, and I shouldn't even say because I don't want to say it wrong. I'm going to bring it up real quick. You have to bear with me for a minute. I want to say the wrong thing. That would be rude. But I thought it was really cool. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Go into my community post page. And let's see. Yeah, so there was one. Oh, yeah. I mean, they all are really interesting, but I just want to bring this up because there's so many different things on here. But one is a planner it's a planner just designed to help empower you to change your life. So that's on there. It's from Jacqueline Faye, and I hope I said that right. But anyways, so there's a lot of them. There's so many different people who have posted. Go and look. Go look through there. If you have something to post, please do. I feel very impassioned about having, this little platform that I do have to provide a place for other people who are doing the important work of their life to be able to, come together and share that information with each other and to share their services, their businesses, their, the things that are beloved to them. And I feel very honored to be able to do that. So anyways, that's over there in the community post section. I feel like this is, no, it's not upside down. It's hard to tell when they have the little pip cards like this. But I really like this deck if you want to look at it. I thought it's really cute. It's the Del Toro deck. So anyways, I'm going on and on. I'm going to say thank you again. We will talk again in just a few days. I love you, Sagittarius. And goodbye.